Spellz, you'll need some blank business cards, a marker, a thick rubber band, safety scissors, one long and one short piece of rope. Get ready to have some fun.
Hey everyone, welcome to Spellz. I'm Jay, and today my co-host is a puppet that Bridget made. The puppet's name is Bridget McSplinters. Hey Bridget, say hello to nice folks.
Hello, nice people.
Now, did you know that ventriloquism used to be a big part of magic acts?
I did.
So what do you say we go ahead and we put it on act for the folks?
Sounds great. Now, gang, watch as my puppet Jay speaks without seeing my lips move.
Bridget, you're the puppet. I'm not the puppet, you're the puppet.
I don't think so, Jay. Could a puppet do this? Let's make some magic.
Bridget, do you think I can bend a spoon with the power of my mind?
I don't know, Jay.
Not a lot of faith there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, no, I'll prove it to you. I think I can. Did a little drawing here. Not a great drawing. A little drawing of a spoon here. I'm going to take my drawing and I'm going to bend it. Watch. The spoon's bent just with the power of my mind and my hands. Okay, my mind and my... No, when I say I bent the spoon, I really did bend the drawing of the spoon. Here is how you do it. Gonna need a few things for this. Stack of a little piece of cardboard.
Okay.
And you're gonna do actually a drawing of a bent spoon, all right? And then you're gonna do a drawing of the stem, a straight stem, but only on half the card.
Okay.
Okay, because what you've done is cut one of the cards in half, say with safety scissors. You need a small, thick rubber band. Now watch this. I'm gonna change this bent spoon into a straight spoon just by putting it there, putting half of it on there, okay? And then putting the rubber band over where the two halves meet. And now it looks like a straight spoon. Now you could, if you wanted to, just show it, turn your hand over, and pull out this card, and it comes out, okay? That, you could do that. But they might think maybe later on that you switched one card for another.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a much better idea to have people actually initial or put a little mark or something. Would you go ahead and do that?
Sure.
So you put your initial on the bowl of the spoon, and now they're absolutely convinced when you take it out that there was no switch made. You're here, you turn the hand over, and as you do, you're gonna pull off the business card. Sorry, I got two there. Gonna pull off the business card, and then do the little gag about the bend, and then show it to them. One last thing is, if you're gonna use a thick marker like this, what I've done is I've taken two and stuck them together.
Oh.
Because if you don't do that, it can maybe bleed through.
Right.
And give away the trick early.
All right, Jay. I'm going to try and bend this spoon with my mind. But first, can you initial it for me?
Sure.
So I don't do anything tricky.
Yeah, okay. Go.
All right, take it out.
That's not with your mind, it's with your fingers.
A little bit of both, Jay, a little bit of both. Good evening. On tonight's Dazzler,
The weather, tonight's forecast, dark.
gold still shiny.
And ventriloquism in magic. Our roving reporter, Handy Fingers, is on the job. Hey, Handy, how are you tonight?
I'm great, Jay.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, thanks. You didn't say hi to Bridget, though, did you?
Well, say that right now. Hi, Bridget.
Hi, Jay. Let's roll the story.
Richard Potter was born in Massachusetts in 1783. By the age of 12, he had become a sailor, and his travels took him to England, where he joined the circus. Richard worked as an assistant to a magician and ventriloquist named John Ranney. Mr. Ranney taught Richard all his secrets, and after 10 years, they returned to the United States and traveled from town to town with a magic and ventriloquism act. To attract people to his shows, Richard would perform for free in the town square. In one instance, he brought a dog on stage and asked it, "Do you like the President of the United States?" Miraculously, the dog would seem to reply, "Yes, I like the President very much. Audiences were amazed and people flocked to his shows. Richard Potter would become the most famous magician in the United States and one of the most famous in the world. Very interesting stuff. Jay?
Handy fingers filling in for Jay Sankey. He went out to get a manicure. Special report tomorrow on Athlete's Foot.
That and more on tomorrow's Dazzler.
Hey, Bridget, how's your eyesight?
Pretty good, I think.
Okay, well, tell me, where are the ends of the rope?
There and there.
Good job, yeah. How about the middle? Where's the middle?
Right here.
About there. Okay, now watch. Keep an eye on the ends of the rope. Don't take your eyes off the ends. Keep an eye on the ends. Keep an eye on the ends as I tuck them in there. Watch. Keep an eye on them. Up, up, up. There's one end. There's the other. And Bridget, if this are the ends, what's down my pocket?
The middle?
Got that right.
Very cool.
Here is how you do it. Bridget, you actually need 2 pieces of rope. I know,
Okay.
2 pieces. One long and one, what I think of as little baby piece. Just a little piece of rope here. Little piece of rope and a big piece of rope. And you start by holding one end of the big piece of rope and one end of the little piece of rope, and you hold them in your hand so it looks like one really big piece of rope, okay? Now I'm gonna turn around
Okay.
so everyone at home can see how I see it, okay? Here's the short piece here.
Right.
I come over and I say, oh, keep an eye on the ends of the rope. And I lay one right over the other, making an X.
Okay.
Then as I kind of come around, and as if I'm kind of wrapping the rope around, as I come up, I switch the ends. I grab the end of the long piece in my hand, and I leave that one
Okay.
out, okay?
Right.
So I go from this position here to this.
Right.
So now it looks like I've got the ends, but this is actually just a short piece.
Okay.
Okay. So I pull that all the way down here like this, boom, boom, boom. And as I'm about to put this in my pocket, what I do is this. I actually just move that. So now they're off the rope.
Okay.
Okay, and that's in my hand. I slip this down in my pocket. When I go, I make sure that the 2 pieces now are separate.
Right.
Snap my fingers and sort of, oh, there's one end. There's another end. And now, of course, I'm thinking, what could possibly be in this pocket? Then you just slowly pull it out. There's the middle, and everything can be examined. With this trick, always make sure before you pull the string out of your pocket that that little piece still isn't hanging on the big piece. You want to feel it with your hand, make sure the 2 are separate in your pocket. That way, you can end the trick with real confidence.
Today I have a bunny buddy. Isn't it cute?
He's very cute.
Here's how you make it. What you're going to need is you're going to need just a white glove like this. And then also I have some felt here. I have some white and some pink. And you just want to cut it up to look like a bunny. So this one I have the ears straight up and then a little bit make the inside of the ears like that. Little googly eyes and a nose.
This one looks a little like a piggy more than a bunny, I noticed with his little nose there.
I actually use little sparkles for the eyes too, or this one. Oh, and you can also use some fishing line to make little whiskers. All right, so just gonna glue it down.
Okay.
So you're going to want to glue these 3 fingers together, and when you actually put your head on, just like that. So you can just glue that here.
Oh, you glue the fingers together, so
exactly.
I see. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So like with this one, they're all together, and then these 2 fingers apart. So you can use them for the paws.
Oh, so you can actually put, like, I guess, just your thumb and your pinky in there so that they. Okay, well, you gotta show me that.
There we go.
Okay.
Just like that. So once your bunny is done, you can also use a bow tie like that.
Bow tie with a star on it,
With a
maybe.
star on it.
Just thought maybe a star might look good on this one. Right.
Oh, of course, you also need a little pom-pom for the tail.
All right.
So this one would be a little trickier to glue on.
And we got a deck of cards out, right? Because you could even have the bunny kind of hold the deck of cards.
Pick a card, any card.
And there we go.
Then you can even have the bunny predict the answer.
Right, and the bunny, the answer is always the same. Is it a carrot? Before every performance, I always do a little something to warm up. I get a ring, and I throw it in the air, and I actually catch the ring on my finger. And I don't just do it once. No, to really make sure I'm warmed up, I do it twice. Thanks for joining us today. We had fun, fun, fun. Didn't we, Bridget?
We sure did.
See you next time. I saw your lips move.
I'm going to prick this balloon with the needle and it will pop.
Oh.